Today I'm gonna show you how to get started with TDD in Laravel using PHP Unit for REST API development. As an example, I'll be creating an API using TDD approach to allow user to update his profile. Before we start, if you're new then make sure to subscribe to the channel. Let's start. So the idea behind TDD approach is to first make the test case before writing the actual code. So writing API code becomes easy once you have already figured out all the things you will be doing in API while writing the test case, and you can validate if your API is working as expected by running the test case. Okay, so first let's look into this file phpunit.xml. These environment variables are used while running test cases. Laravel will automatically set the environment variables defined in this file. One thing to note here is that we are using in-memory database of SQLite. The advantage of using memory database is that it is created automatically in memory when you run the test and are automatically destroyed after your test cases are completed. It will not affect your actual database images. You can configure these environment variables as per your requirement. For now, the default ones looks fine for our example. So let's move to our test file. First thing we need to do is override setup function so that we can run our migrations and seeder files before the start of each test case. Write the function setup and call the parent function that we are overriding. Next, we want to execute artisan command for migration and seeding database. Write this artisan and pass in the command migrate, and similarly for db seed. Next, we want to get the actual exception whenever it occurs instead of Laravel handling the exception. For this, we'll have to call this function without exception handling. Let's create a new test file for writing our test case for user API. For this, run command php artisan make test users test. Open it. Now you can define your function like this, or what I like to do is write them like this to make it more descriptive. Next, while seeding database, we already created some users, so let's fetch first user and store it in a variable. Next, while calling API, we'll be needing auth token. Since we are using JWT, so we can use JWT auth, and using from user function, we can generate a token for this user. If you don't know how to integrate JWT, then you can watch the suggested video above. Let's say we allow the user to update his name. So let's store the new name in variable attributes. Now to get a random name, I want to use faker here. So we can add faker in this class, or it would be better to add it in our base test class as you will be using it in a lot of test cases. Call API using function patch JSON, pass in the API endpoint, attributes and header consisting of auth token, and check if API returns 200 status code using assert status and passing 200 status code. Now we want to make sure that API did the work and database has the updated username. So using function assert database has and passing table name and the data which should be present, that is the new name and the ID of user. Check if the data is updated in database. Now if we try to run it, it will fail because we haven't created the API route yet. Let's do that in api.php file. And we will also create a new controller for this function using command php artisan make controller user controller. Open user controller and write function update profile, get attributes after validating data in request, get auth user and call function update and pass in attributes, and finally return JSON with success message, user successfully updated. Also set the middleware to authenticate the user. Run the test case again and our test case is passed, which means our API is working as expected. That's all for this video. If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to the channel.